We are moving all around the center. We're bringing you into a new area here. It is the Oral History and Genealogy area. I'm joined once again by Akram Burton, the Executive Director, and Dan Getteman with the Executive Director of the Reckoning Project. Talk a little bit about the work that's going to be done up here.
So we are partnering with the center to try to bring African American genealogy resources to the Black community in Louisville. And in particular, we have been collecting primary source documents pertaining to African Americans in the period of slavery in Kentucky, and in particular in Jefferson County, church records, baptismal records from various churches in the Louisville area, records of wills and estate inventories from when people were enslaved and their enslavers bequeathed them to the next generation, and there's papers pertaining to these Black families and the names of people. And then also we have found rich records pertaining to African American Civil War soldiers that mention the names of their family members. So we're trying to put all of this in a series of databases that will live on computers here at the center and be accessible to people who want to come here and find their roots, find their enslaved ancestors. And so we're trying to give people a toehold into the past using technology that they can come here to the center and utilize. So that's the vision.
It is a remarkable resource and kind of touches on what we kicked off the show with. It's the future. It's the way we're going to learn about our past, and to bring this resource to the community, Akram, is tremendous.
Yes, I mean, this is the place where it's all going to happen. I mean, we're talking about oral history and genealogy. We need to go back. There's a term amongst the Khan. It's called Sankofa. It's a mythical bird, and it's supposed to be able to turn its head 360 degrees. So when you say Sankofa, you must look back in order to move forward. And this is what this is going to be about. As you can see right now, we just have the furnishing. We just renovated this place. Now we're in the process of trying to get computers. And then we'll begin to establish the database that Dan was talking about.
What a tremendous undertaking, I think, just to have that database alone is huge. And I know you have a couple of workshops coming up that you want to let people know about that they can attend.
Absolutely. We have the first workshop tomorrow, but I think Dan would be the best person to talk about that.
Yeah, 3 of them coming up.
Yeah, so we're doing once a month, starting this Saturday, and the second Saturday of the months coming up, so also in March and also in April. There's going to be workshops held here at the center conducted by one of our staff members, a woman named Denise Payton, who's an African-American genealogist with 25 years of experience. And it's all going to be to teach people how they can build their family trees, African-American family trees. And this weekend, it will be a very basic workshop, so people don't need to have any genealogical background. They can just come.
It's important to note, you don't need a background in that or have been doing it for years or anything. You'll help people along.
We'll get people started on their family tree. Yeah. Then next month, we're going to introduce people to these databases that we're talking about that our organization, Reckoning Inc., has put together. So they'll be able to read through old family records that date back to enslavement times of possible ancestors for them, and we're going to teach people how to connect with those records. And then for our third workshop, it's all going to be about using church records, and in particular Catholic church records. The Catholic Church, as well as many other of the Protestant churches, kept really good records of babies who were baptized in the church, and it will list the name of the enslaved baby, their mother, the enslaver, sometimes the father. And so what our organization has been doing is going through all these Catholic records for all the baptismal records of all the Catholic churches in the Louisville and surrounding counties area and putting them online. They're actually, the beginnings of it is online right now on our website, which is reckoninginc.org. And if you click on church records, you can explore the records of the cathedral here in Louisville, all the African-American children who were baptized there back in the early 19th century. And also we have a church in Nelson County, which was and still is a major Catholic community, as well as Washington and Marion counties. So we're going to have all of this, and by the time we have this workshop in April, we'll have all the data from all the churches from basically central Kentucky.
And where can people go to? Do you need to register for the workshop or just show up?
No, it's free, open to the public.
Wonderful resource.
We want to, pardon me, it's at 2 o'clock starting tomorrow. We want the general public to come in so that they can begin to see what it is we're trying to do. We're trying to build capacity. This will be probably our 5th genealogy workshop that we've done over the last 4 years. And it's all been part of leading towards the development of this Oral History and Genealogy Center.
Tremendous resource. Akram, Dan, thank you both so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, coming up, we're going to wrap things up on the show and give you a preview of what's happening next week. Stay with us.